Hello, my loves. Dahlia Voss here. I was just about to tell you about tonight's private session when. Oh, y- you're early. No, that's all right. Come in. You can close the door behind you. Sit right there for me. Yes, exactly there. You look like you've been rehearsing what you're going to say. Don't worry. You won't need to rehearse anything in here. Look into the lens. Think about her. Go back to the night you left that date and found yourself standing outside her door. Don't move. Hey, you're still awake. No, don't look at the time. I already know it's late. I didn't feel like going home yet. Can I come in? Thanks. The date? It was fine. She was smart, funny, beautiful, actually. Exactly the kind of woman you said I should meet. Don't look so pleased with yourself. I said she was lovely. I didn't say I wanted her. There's a difference. Why did I leave early? Because she asked why I kept checking my phone. I told her I was waiting for something important. Then your name appeared on the screen. Just you asking whether the date was going well. Nothing urgent. Nothing that couldn't have waited until tomorrow. But I smiled. Apparently. I didn't even realize I was doing it. She did. She looked at me and said, "Your friend must be very special." I told her you were my best friend. That was all. Except then she asked how long we'd been together. Yeah, that was my reaction too. I told her we weren't together. And she said, "You talk about her like you are." I laughed. Too loudy. Then I spent the next 10 minutes trying to prove her wrong, which only proved her right. I told her you steal my jackets and never give them back. I told her you call me when you can't sleep, even when you insist that everything is fine. I told her how you take your coffee, how you bite the inside of your cheek when you're nervous, how your voice changes when something is wrong, and you don't want anyone to notice. I told her you leave one lamp on when you're alone, that you send me photographs of every dog you see, because you know I'll pretend not to care, and then save every single one. She didn't interrupt me. She just sat there with this small, knowing smile. And when I finally stopped talking, she asked me one question. Have you ever told her? I asked what she meant, even though I knew. Of course I knew. She asked whether I had ever told you I was in love with you. I said there was nothing to tell. Then she reached across the table and touched my hand, and she told me to leave. Not because she was angry. She said I seemed nice, but she wasn't interested in competing with someone who didn't even know she was in the competition. So I left, and I came here. To you. No, please don't make a joke. Not yet. You can make fun of me tomorrow. You can remind me of this for the rest of my life, if you want. But right now, just let me finish. You keep asking why none of my dates ever work, why I always find something wrong, why I lose interest, why I leave early and somehow end up beside you before the night is over. I told myself I was selective, that I wasn't ready, that I simply hadn't met the right woman. But that wasn't true. I had already met her. Every time you introduced me to someone, you smiled and said, "She seems perfect for you." And every single time I wanted to ask you the same question. Why didn't you want to be? I hated hearing you tell me how good I would look with somebody else. I hated that you could imagine me kissing her, holding her, waking up beside her, and it didn't seem to bother you. I know that isn't fair. You were trying to help me. You thought I was lonely. And I was. But not because I didn't have anyone. Because I had you. And I couldn't have you in the way I wanted. So I kept agreeing to the dates. I kept hoping one of them would make this feeling disappear. But every time I sat across from another perfectly lovely woman, I compared everything she did to you. The way she laughed, the way she looked at me, even the way she said my name. None of it felt right. Because none of it sounded like you. You're the first person I call when everything goes wrong. You're the first person I want to tell when something goes right. When someone makes me laugh, I wonder whether you would find it funny. When I go somewhere new, I imagine what you would say about it. When I buy something, I hear your opinion before I hear my own, usually telling me I paid too much. You're in everything. There were nights when you fell asleep beside me, and I stayed completely still. You thought I was asleep too. I wasn't. I knew that eventually you would wake up and move away, and I wanted to keep you there for as long as I could. There were mornings when you walked into the kitchen wearing one of my shirts. You thought I was being grumpy. I was trying not to stare. Yes, really. Every time I touched your waist to move past you, I left my hand there just a little too long. And every time you leaned against me, I wondered whether you felt it too. Then I convinced myself I was imagining everything, that you were simply comfortable with me, that every hug was only a hug, that I was turning ordinary moments into something they weren't, because I wanted you too much. I was scared to tell you, because you're also the one person I can't imagine losing. What if I said it and you stopped calling? What if you became careful around me? What if every hug suddenly felt uncomfortable? Because you knew I wanted it to mean more. What if you looked back at every night we spent together and wondered whether I had only been pretending to be your friend? I wasn't. None of it was fake. I didn't stay beside you because I expected something in return. I stayed because being your friend was still better than not having you at all. But lately, it hasn't felt like enough. Not because our friendship means less to me, because you mean more. I can't keep smiling while you introduce me to other women. I can't keep pretending it doesn't hurt when you tell me someone would be perfect for me. I can't keep leaving those dates and coming back to the woman I wanted all along. So, there, I said it. I'm in love with you. I have been for longer than I'm willing to admit. And if you don't feel the same, I'll survive it, probably. But please, don't tell me what you think I want to hear. Tell me the truth. Wait. What? What did you say? No, I heard you. I need you to say it again. You mean that? You're not saying it because you feel sorry for me? Because if you are... Okay. Okay. I believe you. God. Do you have any idea how many times I imagined this? No, actually, don't answer that. It's embarrassing enough already. Can I come closer? Just a little. Can I kiss you? Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I spent years imagining that, and somehow you still surprised me. Come here. Let me look at you. You really meant it. All this time, you meant it too. We are both idiots. So, does this mean you're going to stop setting me up with other women? Good, because I'm never going on another date without you. And the next time somebody asks whether we're together, I'd really like to say yes. There. That was the story she was ready to share in front of my camera. But when I lowered it, she told me the rest. If you want the private, spicier version of this story, you'll find it on my Patreon. The link is below. Until our next session, I'm Dahlia Voss, and I'll be here when the next woman is ready to reveal her secret.